Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about SSH reverse tunneling. Let's get started. So imagine now your backend infrastructure have multiple hosts, such as HTTP host, Kafka host, Kubernetes host. But now there's a problem. You want to open up the Kafka host to the internet or to the public, but you don't really want to open a public port here directly in your Kafka host. In order to achieve this without sacrificing your security in your Kafka host, we can leverage SSH reverse tunneling. So let's see how it could be done. First, you need a SSH server, aka bastion server. In this bastion server, it's usually highly secured, so you will feel safer to open your port to the public in the end. Now to get started, you will pick which host you want to open up to the public. In this example, I want to open up my Kafka host. So I built up a SSH tunneling through 22 port between my Kafka host and my bastion server. Once this tunneling is built, we can move on to the next step. In a reverse tunneling, we will have a target host. Let's call it public host. And this public host is designed to be used by a wider audience. So now to set up a reverse tunneling, I want to open a specific port. For example here, 7072. And via the bastion server, I want to allow this public host 7072 port to access my Kafka host port 9092. And now we've successfully set up SSH reverse tunneling. So from now on, people on the internet who can access this public host, if they send their request to the 7072 port through our bastion server, the request will be redirected to Kafka host 9092 port. In this way, we are saying we open up our Kafka host via our bastion server to the public by leveraging SSH reverse tunneling. This is a very handy technique. In many situations, our host sits behind in a more private network. You might want to open it up for a while for temporary use or anything. Using SSH reverse tunneling enables you to have this option to open up to the public via your bastion server. And one thing to pay attention to, in order for you to set up bastion server, you do need to have a corresponding permission for you to do some configuration in this public host for your bastion server. So now we've understood the infrastructure diagram. Let's dive deeper into the command line. Here on the top is the command to use for setting up SSH reverse tunneling. The keyword is sh-r, and with all this format. Let's see how each parameter is mapped to the diagram below. So we can see first, the local host on the right is actually referring to which server you want to open up more. So the local host in our example here is referring to the Kafka host. And then the local port refers to which port you want to open for your host. In this example, it is 9092 of the Kafka host. Next, you need to specify what user you want to use to connect to your bastion server and what is your SSH server IP or host name. Then we can see remote host referring to the public host, and then remote port referring to the port you want to open up for the public to use in your public host, which is 7072 here. So this is the infrastructure and the diagram of a SSH reverse tunneling. If you are interested in this topic and want to see a real demo how we can actually set it up in a real terminal, please leave your comment below. If I could collect more than 20 comments in this video, I'm going to publish another demo video to show you step by step how to set up SSH reverse tunneling. Thank you for watching.